Those of you that saw the State of the Union address on Tuesday night, I think after just about everything the President said, there was a standing ovation. And I just want to let you know, you don't have to do that this morning. If you want to wait till the end of the address, I am okay with that. That's fine. I would like to thank the El Centro Chamber of Commerce for hosting this event, and also KXO Radio. Thank you very much. And while I am very honored to be the mayor of the city of El Centro, this is not a one-person show. At this time, I would like to acknowledge my fellow council members and our city staff who collectively achieve great things in and for our community. Our fellow city council members, we have our Mayor Pro Tem, Mr. Efrain Silva, Council Member Jason Jackson, Council Member Alex Cardenas, and Council Member Sedalia Sanders. Please stand and be recognized. A lot of what we are going to celebrate this morning is made possible by the most amazing city staff that a city could ever hope to have. And at this time, I would like each and every member of the El Centro City staff to please stand and be recognized for the accomplishments that we are about to review. City staff, please stand. This really is just a way for me to show myself or verify who's here, so I know who to give a bad time to at the next city council member or meeting. So, Chris Becker, we're really glad that you're here. I know you have to leave early, so. I'd also like to thank and acknowledge my amazing husband, Steve Walker, whose love and support make it possible for me to serve as mayor of this wonderful, wonderful community. Steve Walker, if you could stand. There he is in the back. Thank you, Steve. Okay, there we go. Slide number 2. The theme for this morning's presentation is Shining with Opportunities. That is our logo, and this morning we're going to take a look at our financial position. We're going to acknowledge and celebrate our accomplishments of the past year. We're going to highlight projects that are currently under construction, and we are also going to provide you with a preview of coming attractions. First, let's take a look at our financial position. Financial stability is key to being able to deliver city services and to ensure that we continue to shine. El Centro has weathered the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. And yet, look at that slide. We have continued to provide city services in a timely and effective manner. Our fiscal house is in order with a balanced budget and very healthy reserves. Our plan is to continue to be disciplined with our expenditures and ensure that we exercise good judgment with both short-term and long-term strategic planning goals that are in the interests of our community. We are confident that it is this philosophy that has contributed to the City of El Centro MSA ranking by the Milken Institute as number 29 among best performing small cities in 2013. And it's important to note that this is the highest ranking of any small city within the state of California. Now that deserves a round of applause. At this time, we want to take a look at the major projects that were completed this past year. We're going to look at these accomplishments, not just as projects completed this year, but as a long-term investment in the quality of life in this amazing community. These projects demonstrate the city's commitment to the long-term future of El Centro. In the area of parks and recreation, we have lighting upgrades at both Starkfield and Fraser Fields that will make those fields, enhance those fields for nighttime utility. We also developed a mini camp sports development program for ages 0 through 5 because we want to encourage our young people from an early age to be active, eat well, and to develop lifelong healthy habits. Our splash pad at McGee Park. We have paving projects that were completed at Sunflower Park. This was in collaboration with the Imperial County Air Pollution District, where we received grant funding. We also used a portion of our impact fees for that project. We also had a Buckland Park paving project completed, which enhances our community access to that park, which we consider a jewel within El Centro. And the first phase of many phases at Swarthout Park that will renovate those fields to bring them back to what they used to be and provide year-round enjoyment for many, many, many sports teams and leagues. Let's move on to projects that improved our transportation and mobility. Near our new fire station number 3, we had 2 projects that we want to highlight this morning. First was the Waterman Avenue street lighting signalization. We also extended Waterman between Bradshaw and Lincoln, greatly increasing mobility within that area. Next, we'd like to look at the Town Center project, 8th Street and Crookshank Drive, and improvements that were made in that region. A project long time coming that we had the ribbon cutting for this past Monday. The completion of the El Centro Transfer Terminal at 7th and State Streets. This was a $4.9 million project that will provide bus connectivity for this entire region. Lastly, a transportation-related project that enhances one of City of El Centro's front doors. This landscaping project at 4th and Interstate 8, which welcomes people into our fine city. Next up, we want to look at some infrastructure improvements. Now, I know these don't have the wow factor of some of the things that we just looked at, but I think it's very important to recognize that when you talk to developers about people who are thinking of bringing their businesses to El Centro, they are thrilled to know that El Centro has infrastructure capacity that will allow for development well into the future. It's this infrastructure that makes El Centro competitive, and it's those businesses that we're able to attract to this area that create jobs, which is an absolute priority for this city council. Infrastructure projects completed within the last year include our sewer rehabilitation project and a pipeline project at 8th Street and Fairfield. We have also augmented our police department with expenditures totaling $237,000 for new vehicles, financial software, safety equipment, computers, and the remodel of our records division area. We also used $200,000 in impact fees to provide a parking lot shade structure at the El Centro Police Department. So now let's highlight projects that are under construction. First, let's start with that ginormous indoor sports complex at 8th and Adams. As we're seeing that go up, this project's been a long time coming, but even I am amazed at the size of this thing as it's starting to take shape. So we are really excited to get that indoor sports pavilion online, which again is going to provide year-long utility for all types of sporting events. Next, we'll be moving forward with Phase 2 of our Swarthout Field renovation. This project is going to include a new drainage system, soil improvements, sprinkler repair, leveling, and reseeding. Favorite for a lot of folks, we've got about $2 million allocated for street paving projects. And finally, we will be doing an overlay project on Imperial Avenue, kind of to smooth out those bumps when you get off of I-8 and you're traveling north. You kind of hit Orange Avenue and it's like, whoa, this is really nice. Well, we want to improve that experience for you so that the entire stretch of Imperial Avenue will have a wonderful overlay, again, smoothing out some of those bumps. We'll also be doing some improvements at our wastewater treatment plant. Again, we need to keep in mind that these types of infrastructure projects are what make it possible for us to ensure businesses that we have the capacity to handle whatever they bring our way. And for those of you that don't know, the El Centro City Council is meeting here. Our first meeting in this facility was our last meeting, and we will be meeting here for some period of time while the El Centro Council Chambers undergoes a remodeling project. We are emphasizing ADA improvements and also IT improvements. Next, let's take a look at projects that are scheduled to be completed in a little bit longer time frame, between 2014 and 2018. First up, again, in the area of Parks and Recreation, we're going to be doing field lighting at Carlos Aguilar Park. Again, if you think about it, without the street lighting, these facilities, these fields are only available to our children during the daytime. By adding lights, these will have nighttime utility, meeting the needs of so many more children in our community. Our skate park. Had a little bump in the road at the last council meeting. We had to reject all bids for our skate park, but we are confident, Christy, where's our Parks and Rec Director? We're confident that we're going back out for new bids in March. They're going to come in at budget, and the skate park will be built. Also on the drawing board, we've got the Sunflower restrooms and snack bar. Our aquatic center to be funded with about $9 million in bond proceeds to be located at the 500 block of Park. Transportation and mobility. Upcoming renovations and rehabilitation. We get a lot of questions about when are these roads going to be completed. We want to assure you that we've been listening and we know, and they're in the pipeline. We do have the Adams Avenue Rehabilitation Project online. Ross Avenue Rehabilitation Project. Buena Vista, pedestrian improvements in that area that is heavily accessed and used by our children. Euclid Avenue Rehabilitation. Ivy Mall, Dogwood Corridor, sidewalks in that area to allow for greater pedestrian access. And in downtown, we were able to secure a $400,000 federal highway grant that we're going to use for lighting, again, to enhance that downtown corridor and hope that we can encourage more and more of our residents to make it downtown, to see what a great place that is. Dogwood Bridge widening, again, to increase mobility and access to the area south of the freeway. Imperial Avenue interchange, again, another project that has been on the drawing board for a long, long time. $35 million Caltrans project, again, to very much enhance our ability to access south of the freeway. 8th Street sidewalk repair. This is one that is near and dear to my heart because as you walk through some of our older areas in the city, you'll have sidewalk, no sidewalk, you're walking across someone's lawn, sidewalk again. It's kind of a patchwork. Again, city is well aware that there are some areas that we need to go back, fill in. This is an area that needs our attention and will be getting our attention in the years to come. LaBrucherie Road widening. We've always planned for LaBrucherie to be a 4-lane road. That is going to happen. That is on the drawing block. Again, a drawing board. $3 million in Measure D bonds from Orange to Main Street. Now, preview of our signature event, our Mardi Gras Light Parade and Street Festival, where we will celebrate our King and Queen for 2014, Joe and Ruth Montenegro. This event will take place on February 15, and we will have our Light Parade and Street Festival, and we hope all can attend. So, this morning, we have reviewed our fiscal position. Our financial house is in order. We have celebrated our accomplishments of the past year. We have highlighted projects that are currently under construction, and we have provided you with a preview of coming attractions. There's one thing that I want to leave you with. As mayor and with the support of the council, there are 3 additional things that we are committed to this year. 3 significant initiatives. We will continue to advocate and work for the affiliation of El Centro Regional Medical Center with a first-in-class institution to enhance the quality of care here in the Imperial Valley. We will continue to collaborate regionally to support solutions for animal-related issues, including animal control, sheltering, adoption, population control, and pet owner education. We will also look to work with the faith-based community and businesses to participate in a National Day of Service. This is celebrated annually on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. This will be an opportunity for our community to come together to give back to a community that gives so much to us. It will be an opportunity for us to put into action that spirit of gratitude, where we understand and acknowledge the blessings that come, the blessings that we enjoy. I hope that each and every one of you agree with me that we have much to celebrate in our community, and that our future is shining with opportunities. We know that El Centro gets its share of negative press. I want you to think about it. All that press comes from outside the valley. Those of us that call El Centro home, we know that we have much to be proud of and much to be grateful for. We are blessed with warm weather. I'm not out there worrying about getting frostbite. I'm not out there, scraping my windshield trying to get out of my driveway. We're not out there shoveling snow. We are blessed with warm weather. We are blessed with great people in our lives. And we have an opportunity in this community every day to make a difference. And in my mind, it doesn't get any better than that. I'm challenging each of you to do something amazing every day, because in our community, each of us has that opportunity to make a positive impact every day. On behalf of my fellow council members, on behalf of the city staff, I want to again thank the Chamber of Commerce for this opportunity for us to showcase all the amazing things that we are doing in this place that is shining with opportunities. Thank you very much.